Edge, rockin' North America, 97.5 CIZ FM.
Now, live from the top of the bottom of Thompson Park Hill, it's the Dog Brothers Radio Show. Hang on to your hog jowls. You're about to go for the wildest, wackiest ride in broadcasting history since Marconi invented the meatball. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dog Brothers.
Woo! Whoa! What a night!
What a night. This is Marvin Dog with you here on Dog Brothers Drug Awareness Night.
Yes, it is, Marv, and I think it's a wonderful night, too. The most wonderful thing about it is that everything that we're doing is for awareness only.
That's right. People out there need to be aware of the drug situation. For instance, I had no idea that crack even existed until I saw it on 48 Hours on CBS.
Yeah, that's right.
CBS.
It's like ice. I mean, I always thought ice was something you found in a drink.
Sorry, I thought I was Brent for a minute.
Brent.
CBS.
CBS. So what's going on at CBS these days, anyways? Do you have any ideas? Or?
You're asking me right now?
I'm asking you. How about, instead of CBS, how about the Dog Brothers Radio Show? What's going on there tonight? How about
That's
talking
right,
about
tonight.
that?
I know what's going on in DBI. I tell you, we're talking about drug awareness tonight.
Are the open dog lines going to be open tonight?
The open dog lines will be wide.
As I understand,
gaping,
they're going to be the open
sloughed
dog drug lines tonight.
Absolutely.
Right. So if you call, what's the number?
1-800-336-9750.
9750. You know, I could remember that if it wasn't for Drug Awareness Night.
That's right. Drug awareness has made us in the know.
In the know and in the lower know. So, what do you want to know? How about something like this?
Let me back! The dog, bro.
This time I would like to take the opportunity to remind you, folks at home, parents, are your children listening to this?
I hope so.
Is this something you want them to hear? Talk about alcohol and drugs blatantly displayed and magnetically and cellulated tape.
It's the drug alert.
That's right.
It's the drug alert. Why? It's the drug alert.
Mrs. Jones, maybe you should scrutinize your husband just a little more. Have you ever noticed traces of leaves or any kind of vegetational extracts in his pockets?
Yes, I have.
Maybe a little tarish residue along the corners of his lips.
And there's fingernails. Yes.
Fingernails deeply embedded with a tarish substance.
Yes.
Maybe your husband is a partaker in the cannabis regime.
Nobody drinks a lot. He's got glasses all over it and everywhere. I know.
Does your husband have an alcoholic haze about him?
No, he drinks a lot, though.
Is your husband Donahue, by any chance?
My husband's staying.
The warning that I've received, you may take it with however many grains of salt you wish, that the brown acid that is circulating around us is not specifically too good. It's suggested that you do stay away from that. Of course, it's your own trip, so be my guest, but please be advised that there is a warning on that one, okay?
Can you believe that?
I find that hard to believe. There's a warning out on the brown acid?
There's a warning out on brown acid, so anyone out there about to do something foolish like that,
It's up to you.
do not
Think
ever
about it.
even think that you can get away with it.
No, don't even think about it. And that's what we're here about tonight, Marv. Drug Awareness Night.
Drug awareness. That's why we're broadcasting these bulletins to you.
And this is your chance to call in on the live dog open drug lines to find out what we think of your problem with drugs, or if you don't have a problem, let's hear about it.
Well, there is a problem definitely in the country, in the world. People just don't know how to use them.
No, they don't. They've got big problems with that, too. I mean, it's drug awareness. You got to know what to do and what not to do, and that's why we're here, so you just stay tuned.
Going once, going twice. There they go, the Dog Brothers. He'll be back.
You know, I was crossing the border. Well, we did it together.
Yeah, as we always do.
Ago, we took a visit up to the Ontario, Ottawa area. That was it.
Canada!
That's right. And it was pretty nice, but on the way back, I noticed a sign at the border, 0 tolerance.
0. I'm talking nada.
So we advise strongly against smuggling any type of drug.
That's right.
Over the border.
Either way. Up
Either
or
way.
down.
It's a bad thing to do.
I guess somebody tried it a couple weeks ago in a canoe or something.
They found them floating. Found them floating.
Probably today they could make it, but a couple weeks ago it was too cold for that.
What happened to them? FEF. Found them floating.
Yeah, they were
right.
floating, baby.
So we advise strongly against it.
Yep, we do. But if you got any comments on it, you're welcome to call tonight because it is Drug Awareness Night, and that's what we're here for, to make you aware of all the drugs.
Hey, Lynn, watch me pull the rabbit out of my hat. Not again. Wrong hat.
Hey, this is the Dog Man, Wally Dog. Yeah. Now back to Dog Brothers radio show. Here's the Dog Brothers.
So, Bob, how was your little trip to the honored Sequoiam Coon?
Well, we did a little fishing, a little hunting. We had a really good time.
A little fighting, maybe? A little drinking?
A little loving.
See any bear up there, did you?
Oh, we're packed for bear.
We got Corn Cob Joe here tonight. Corn Cob.
Up, down, yeah.
Bob, you see who's here? How'd you get in here in the first place?
I think you walked in. Walked in or was carried in?
Good to see you, Corn Cob.
I'm here from the sticks. Up Bradley Street way.
How is everything there?
It's pretty good.
It's pretty well developed.
Yeah, they're moving in all the time. I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah, I'll probably be heading north, huh, Corn Cob?
I want to get up there as far as I can go.
Up there in Canada, maybe?
Hey, maybe I'll get over that way. Hey, get it? Hey, Canada.
Yeah. Corncob, what's that music you brought with you?
That's the Five Senators.
Oh, can we listen to them?
Oh, go ahead. Get it?
Oh, I heard about these Five Senators. I love them, Bob. They're great.
Biggest thing in Franklin County, I hear.
You know, they can hear us in Franklin County. A lot of people don't realize that we are the very strongest signal in the entire universe between the hours of midnight and 1. Of course, the FLCC, we've talked about them earlier. I believe they're after us, but they'll never catch us. Never, Bob.
Boy, I really love that Corncob Joe.
He's one of my favorites. You know, it's hard to tell when he's going to leave.
And he always brings a band with him, like the Five Senators. I can't...
How does he get them all in the truck?
He must have a heck of a truck there.
He's a great guy. Listen, we got a call, Marv.
We do. Yeah, let's bring him up.
See who's there.
Hello.
Hi, this is Blue the True Blue Glue, and how are you? And you can call me Woo, and you can call me Woosh, but you can't call me Woo-Woosh.
Wow, that's great to know. You know, we've been talking to you a couple times on a couple different shows, Blue, and that's what we wanted to know, if we could call you. Woof, woof.
Thanks for filling us in on that.
Do you have a question for Drug Awareness Night?
Yes. Up here in Ogdensburg, they give me a lot of drugs to keep me tranquil, and I see stars all the time. I was wondering if you could help them help them to stop me from doing that.
Of course we can do that for you. All we have to do is play this next little song for you, and you'll know exactly what we can do.
Dave, open up! Dave, come on, I know you're in there, Dave. Dave, open up!
They'll be back. On
Drug alert! It's a drug alert! Drug alert! If Janice had heard this, if she had heeded this warning, she may be with us today.
Trying to help. We're just trying to help everyone.
No. Did she listen?
Everybody knows that somebody's trying at one time or another. But who is it?
That's right. Who is it?
Who is it that you can really rely on when you need help?
Who can you trust when you have a problem, when you kind of want to do a drug, when you want to reach for one? I mean, it isn't because people really want to do drugs.
They're pressured into it.
They have problems.
TV commercials pressuring them into it. You got
the Miami Vice show. Everybody's driving around in Ferraris.
You got the media telling you about
Scubanis.
crack and ice. So you got,
Oh yeah, ice. Now we got ice.
You got everything.
What the hell? That's something I used to put in my drink. Now what are they doing with it? They're smoking it.
Maybe this will help lighten things up a bit, Marv.
Whew. I hope so.
Marv, you know how we're always talking about recycling? That's part of the theme here.
That's right. The never-ending battle to deal with this stuff.
You ever stop to think about how many tapes, like cassette tapes, are out there just wasted, or people don't want them, they don't listen to them, they throw them away, they're in the dump, whatever?
How about if we recycle those tapes?
Good idea.
How can they do that?
They could send us $1 with a tape, and we could turn that into new Dog Brothers material.
Let me get this straight. Send your old tapes into the Dog Brothers.
Right.
At the DBI, P.O. Box 766, Watertown, New York 13601.
Right.
And the Dog Brothers will turn that tape into a dog tape.
That's right.
And send it back to you.
That's right. That's
for
the
$1.
That's what the $1's for. The tape's free.
Wow, what an idea.
Plus, we're recycling them.
Yeah, I like that.
No more waste. So send a tape. Any
DBI.
tape. With $1. DBI.
P.O. Box 766, Watertown, New York 13601.
That's right. Any tape. Don't delay.
Cassette, please. You know, Len, a lot of people have called me personally and said, Marv, are you guys serious about this tape thing, this recycling?
I know it's hard to tell sometimes, isn't it?
Yes, it is hard to tell
Not
if we're
to me.
serious or if we're not serious. Or
Who
if
is
we're-
serious?
If we're just barking. But yes, we are serious.
And we're not barking up the wrong tree either.
Now, I'm sure you have a lot of tapes.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, last week before that, for a month, everybody's pounding it into you, pumping you. Earth Day,
Yeah,
recycle.
Earth Day.
And we've talked about it before, and we're going to keep talking about it. We're not giving up. We want you to recycle. This is our way of helping. Send us a tape with $1 for shipping and handling, or just because you love the Dog Brothers, and we're going to send you back some dog material that will be helpful in your efforts.
Yeah, so you can save a lot of plastic.
Yeah.
You can save room in your house, in your car. You probably got tape sitting around you'll never listen
begging,
to.
They're screaming at you. Send me, please, to the Dog Brothers.
So we're serious. So send the tapes. P.O. Box 766, Watertown, New York
13601.
Or call 1-800-336-9750.
If you can't remember anything.
Right.
Okay?
You're
It's
too,
simple as,
whatever.
Simple as that.
Let me back! The dog
This Wally dog. You ever feel like the walls are just closing in? Now back to the Dog Brothers radio show.
You know, Len, I've felt that way myself. The walls closing in.
Around you.
Ooh.
On you or below you or all over?
All around. All around. Right.
Completely
encompassed. You know that...
Were you with Columbus when he had an encompass?
No, but I have a splinter from the Santa Maria.
It was on a different voyage. I remember that voyage. Just from Santa Maria herself?
She gave it to me.
Wow.
It's like, here, take the splinter, buddy.
Get on the deck. That was way before drugs.
Way before
And that's
drugs.
the beauty of the show. We were going to talk a little bit about the guy that was just on the train there. And
Casey Jones.
He shouldn't have been on the stuff.
No.
We don't want him on the stuff, especially if we're on a train. Because we don't fly. We have to take trains everywhere we go. We've been all around the world in trains. The toughest part was hopping across those oceans. Big. Floating train. It's a floater, they call it.
Sure.
One I've been on.
Sure.
The floaty or Lamek train.
You know, and they have train crashes all the time. How about those train crashes in India, though? You're like, 1 billion people killed.
Right. They don't
over here,
fool around
47
over there.
people hurt.
Right.
You know, a couple guys
injured.
killed. Over there, 13,000 killed in train crash. I mean, wow.
So to
cram them on there.
So to make all the engineers out there more aware of their surrounding and the problems they can have, we'd like to have them listen to this.
Thank you.
This is your dodo egg.
This is your dodo egg on drugs.
This is a group of dodo eggs. There's like 100 of them all together. All right?
The dodo egg omelet.
It's a dodo egg omelet on an island on drugs. Now, this is a liner, like an ocean liner, a huge ocean liner with Bombay doors on the side of it and huge dodo eggs painted all the way around it, like chains. Okay, chains of dodo eggs. Going on the liner on drugs.
Yeah,
And this is why dodos became extinct, because of drugs. So if you want to keep using them, and you want to keep pulling off the dodos and everything else, keep using them, buddy. Yeah, keep using them. Yeah, that's the ticket.
You know, it's kind of a funny thing. I mean, we did make a joke there, but the dodo egg is sort of like the junkie.
Drug junkie.
The extinct drug
You
user.
don't see junkies hanging around Watertown anymore like you used to.
Nope.
Or Kingston. I don't know about Kingston. Hey, if you got any junkies up in Kingston, give us a call. We'd like to talk to them.
Yeah,
maybe we can help them.
Maybe there's something we can do.
That's what we're here for.
Probably
after
not.
all.
Because the only thing junkie wants is drugs.
That's all he wants, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah.
We don't have that, but we can.
I'll bet you after this song we can help.
Maybe.
Going once, going twice. There they go, the Dog Brothers. He'll be back.
another episode of Wild Wonderland of fun and games. What is your fantasy game? Would you like to play baseball with Wade Boggs and his brother Bob? Maybe you would like to be a big football star like Rocky Thompson Blair brother.
Take me down by the
Or maybe tennis is your game. You want to be a real hot tennis pro like John McEnroe. Or maybe you'd like something different.
Maybe you'd like something inside your head.
Maybe you'd like to do your duty and work for Uncle Sam in the Yonderland.
And we're not talking about lightweight duty, mister. We're talking about the USMCs.
The Solar Patrol needs people now. Good, qualified men and women to do the job.
Think about the future.
The future's ours and yours.
Think about what you can do for your country.
Think what you can do for yourself in your pocket.
Think about what you can do for your girlfriend with your fast Ferrari.
And your fast Ferrari.
Think about all the people you can impress when you pull up to a stop sign and just peel out like some kind of weird son of a gun.
Son of a gun just having fun in his new Ferrari Zoomer. The new Zoomobile. 3,000 miles per hour. Zoom.
like a popsicle. I'm slippery. Sticking it right in me there. It's oh golly Wally, golly Wally, oh golly Wally,
Hey, Len, what's this I hear about a ship in Lake Ontario, some drug ship that has been there, like, anchored?
For hundreds of years. Underwater. They found the guy hanging in the kitchen or something.
Hanging in the galley.
By the neck.
Not hanging around the galley.
No, he was hanging.
Hanging in the galley.
He was forced to hang there.
So, what about it?
Well, nobody really knows for sure. I guess there's an article in the paper about how they've been keeping it covered up. Not just by water, but by not saying anything about it on the news.
Is there anyone that knows about this? Could they
Somebody
maybe
out
call
there
in?
Must know.
Tell us about it.
I think there's a girl that called from Watertown that knows about it.
Now, does this have anything to do with the captain of the Titanic?
Yes, as a matter of fact, the captain of the Titanic and the captain of this secret ship were brothers.
You know, you wonder about some of these.
They were both on drugs.
Some of these crashes,
back then,
plane
opium
crashes.
was completely legal. Cocaine, all that stuff was legal.
1912?
1912. You go out to the local drugstore. Hey, Bob, give me another bottle of that opium. I'm getting a little, my joints are starting
My
to hurt
nerves.
me. Yeah.
My nerves, Bob.
They're getting to
Bob,
me.
you know, it was legal then. You could just fork it over. Here's your opium, John. Go fly your ship.
Yeah, go on.
Go fly your ship across the Atlantic Ocean.
Don't worry
during
about
an
them big
storm.
icebergs.
We'd be back on CIZ/FM on your dial, 97.5. On your dial, baby.
is Wally Dog, and you're listening to the Dog Brothers Radio Show.
Well, I guess we've got a call, Marv, about the sunken ship here.
Understand Butch is calling.
Where are you calling from, Butch?
Watertown.
Okay, you got some info for us, do you?
Yes. The ship is actually a landing pod for the Nazi astronauts who are distributing heroin and other narcotics to third world countries.
So this is just like a preliminary pod. They're just starting a little project?
Actually, it's one of the many.
Is it in operation now, Butch?
Excuse me?
Is this in operation now, this pod?
Allegedly it is. I haven't finished the survey yet.
Can you keep us up to date on this? Could you call us next week maybe and give us a little more info?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
I think the people should know what's going on.
The people must know.
So they're hiding it by calling it a ship.
Actually, these astronauts are in affiliation with the CIA.
Amazing.
Anything to do with the KGB or the SS?
In a roundabout way. I can't disclose that information at this time.
Okay, Butch, we appreciate the info.
Yeah, and thanks a lot for calling. We got a word now from the great foundation that keeps us here and keeps us alive and keeps us where we are.
That's right.
And
very gracious, very wonderful people.
Wonderful people.
Very patriotic.
Wonderful people.
And humanitarians. Great,
wonderful.
Great people.
Wonderful.
The Double Busters Foundation, noted for its telethon for telethons, is scientifically helping in the protection betterment of our planet. If you need to solve a problem, call the Double Busters. Back against the wall? Need a telethon? The Double Buster Foundation will answer the call. Serving the telethon for telethon industry for over 15 years, the Double Buster Telethon Foundation is just a phone call away. Call now, 1-800-336-9750. If you can remember that,
Glenn, I love that gong.
Those guys, you never know when they're coming in with that gong. Every once in a while, they just smash the thing right behind your head. You don't know what's going on, and they're gone.
You should see the truck they use.
The gong is gone
to bring
now.
that gong here. They have to wheel that thing in every week. They bring it in
Six
from
guys, right?
From Adams Center.
Yeah. It's a big hard tires on it too. One of them ran over my foot too long ago.
You know, we're usually talking about the environment, things that pollute. Well, tonight we're talking about another controversial subject.
Things that pollute your mind.
Things that pollute your mind
Your
and
body.
Drugs.
And that's why everybody's got their own opinion. And that's why we got our opinion.
And that's why we want to make you aware of what's going on.
That's why we're glad everybody called. And that's why there's songs about it. That's the beauty of songs. You can get your message across. We got our message across with Water for Life.
That's right.
With your song.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, now you just heard a great version of Drugs, 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 telling about the perils and terrible situations you can get yourself in. And there's another guy that likes to talk about things like that. You know, and he's...
Who might that be? Captain of the Bismarck?
The Captain of the Bismarck. He's on a special fantasy trip. And
you know, I think he was on drugs.
Right now, he's coming to us live. We have him in a special cavern, and we can hear him if you want to.
Sure. Why not?
Background noise by Drone T.
All right.
Let's go.
Could you bring that up a little, Bob?
Bring what up a little?
Bring it up a little more, would you?
There I was in deepest, darkest Africa. No compass, no water. All I had with me was a rifle and a Russian.
And Miss Universe.
And a bearskin rug.
Next thing you know,
there's three of us.
Old Jed's a millionaire.
We're trapped.
Over the hill.
And when we're there,
1, 2, 3.
it'll be
Thousand of them keep running over the hill.
Rock Island Line.
Out of the ground.
All you can hear
Big
is
stop.
goddamn
Oh,
bad pipe.
buddy.
Oh, God.
That's what you want.
Black as coal.
New Burma. New Burma. Next stop.
I didn't see the sun for a week.
Goddamn bagpipes. And then all at once, all I could hear were the cries and the moans of the women and children in the woods, waiting, crying helplessly.
Vlad, what are you doing now? Vlad.
Take off all of your belongings.
Put them on
doctor.
the table. Please bring you everything. Have you got your passport?
Hey, relic.
The
What's
doctor
this?
is here.
In your luggage.
And he will see you now.
It looks like belly pot.
Doctor. Why do I do this?
It's because you're him, buddy. You are him.
Why am I him?
This is the ancient rite of spring for the Hatachi tribe of northwestern Arizona.
Every 3,003 years, the Hapasimi Indians
All to their sun god to bring life to this barren desert.
in jubilation, they accent their voices toward the sky, the giver of life, the loving sun god, bathing them in life-giving rays. But now, this is going. The way of the Indians has passed by.
Hey, roll me another one of them, will you, Billy?
Now it's Buffalo Bill's turn.
Yep.
Riding across the plain.
Oh, Bill, he got his. Why, you can't even get a good buck for a buffalo hide nowadays.
Then the Great War came upon the land. The Great War. Many a man died. Brother against brother, sister against sister, sister against brother, brother against sister, uncle against uncle, stepfather against stepfather, step-uncle against step... And you get the message.
And that's how Family Feud got started.
And in the words of the great emancipation,
Now back to Dog Brothers radio show. Here's the Dog Brothers.
You know, there is hope out there. From that last song, you might not think so.
Yeah, don't give up. Things aren't as bad as Neil thinks they are.
But we just want you to know that. So if you do have a problem with drugs, stop it.
And if you don't have a problem, stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the ticket.
That's the ticket. Yeah.
Hey, what'd you say?
The warning that I've received, you may take it with however many grains of salt you wish, that the brown acid that is circulating around us is not specifically too good.
Wow, what a bummer, man.
Yeah, that's a bummer, man.
It's suggested that
Bad
you do
trip.
stay away from
You know what's an even worse bummer? Get any idea what's the worst bummer for me?
The end of this show?
The end of this show.
Hey,
number 12.
Number 12. We couldn't have done it without you, folks. Thanks for listening in to the Dog Brothers Radio Show for 12 big ones.
We appreciate it. But it's that time.
Time to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
This completes another edition of the highly acclaimed Dog Brothers Radio Show, a production of the DBI Radio Network in association with Quanco Industries. All characters and ideas on the Dog Brothers Radio Show are from their own private fantasy world, and in no way, shape, or form do they represent the opinions of N. This broadcast of the Dog Brothers Radio Show is unrecordable, and you will risk life and or limb by not trying to record the show. Executive producer, Bob Fisher-Rambo. Technical director, Scad Nelson. Cameraman, Bob Dixon. Catering, Maharishna Von Breezy. Music director, Sigmund Freud Jr. Production assistant, Cher. And the Dog Brothers Dancers. Join us again next Saturday at midnight for another stimulating edition of the Dog Brothers Radio Show. All rights reserved.
Now, another non-stop music marathon. Up to 60 minutes of continuous quality rock and roll. Pumping out the hits with 40,000 watts of hot power. 97.5 CIC FM.